Puppeteer is one of those tools that looks simple until the browser starts behaving like a real browser. At the surface, it is a Node.js library for controlling Chrome, Firefox, and other browsers. You launch a browser, open a page, click, type, extract, screenshot, and close it. But the useful mental model is deeper than that. Puppeteer is a high-level automation API sitting above browser protocols. Under the hood, it can talk through Chrome DevTools protocol, and it also supports WebDriver BiDi. That matters because the API feels clean, but the real system still has browser versions, protocol behavior, process lifecycle, and platform dependencies underneath it. The first decision is package choice. If you install Puppeteer, the install step downloads a compatible Chrome binary. That is convenient for a first run. It also means installation can fail because of network, cache, platform, or browser download issues. If you install Puppeteer-core, you get the library without the browser download. That is better when you already control the browser path, but now you own the browser setup. So do not start with a production account and a messy local browser profile. Start with an isolated project, a test account, and one boring task. The practical workflow is this: launch a browser, create a page, set the viewport, navigate to a URL, locate the element, interact, extract the result, and close the browser. That sequence sounds basic, but it is the safety rail. Every step gives you a place to check assumptions. For interaction, prefer stable locators when possible. The manual highlights CSS, text, ARIA, XPath, and shadow DOM approaches. A selector that only works on your machine is not automation. It is a future debugging session. For data extraction, remember that page.evaluate runs in the page context. That is powerful, but it also means you should be explicit about what data leaves the page and where it goes next. For AI-assisted browser work, the boundary is even more important. A browser tool can touch cookies, sessions, forms, account settings, and private data. The question is not only, can Puppeteer click this button? The question is, should this workflow be allowed to click it? Doramagic's project page calls out the main risk clearly: browser state, account permissions, cookies, and real user data. Treat that as the pre-flight checklist. The pitfall log also points to installation and version risks, browser binaries, cache behavior, Firefox behavior, and recent release signals. These are not reasons to avoid Puppeteer. They are reasons to keep the first run isolated and reversible. A safe first useful run has 5 parts. First, install in a disposable project. Second, use a test browser profile and a test account. Third, run one tiny task, like opening a known page, reading a title, or taking a screenshot. Fourth, write acceptance criteria: expected URL, expected text, expected file, and clean up behavior. Fifth, close the browser and delete temporary state. If that works, then expand slowly. Add authentication, add extraction, add screenshots, then add AI planning only after the mechanical path is trustworthy. The Doramagic manual is useful because it turns Puppeteer from a giant API surface into a map: packages, protocols, page APIs, locators, input handling, browser launching, and risk review. Use the manual first. Then cross-check with the official repository and docs. Puppeteer is a strong tool, but the browser is a real environment. Treat it like one.